Welcome to the deep dive.
Glad to be here.
Today, we're going to unpack something specific, the Gravity Ecosystem VC Alliance. We've got the guide right here.
Yep.
And the plan is to figure out, what is this thing? Who's it for? How do projects actually apply?
And maybe the biggest question, why does this specific program matter for Gravity's overall growth?
Exactly. It's like looking inside one particular engine designed to boost development on the Gravity chain.
It really is a focused approach,
Yeah.
trying to pull in certain builders and give them a direct line to investment.
Okay, let's jump right in then. What is the Gravity Ecosystem VC Alliance?
Well, the headline number is $50 million.
50 million. That's not small change.
Not at all. And it's specifically earmarked to support projects building directly on the Gravity blockchain.
So it's very targeted funding.
Very. And it's backed, the guide says, by leading VCs and blockchain investors alongside Gravity itself.
So it's bringing in external capital and expertise, not just internal funds.
Right. The whole aim seems to be giving developers both the resources, the money and the connections they need.
Makes sense. So what kind of projects are they actually hoping to attract with this fund? What should these projects be doing?
They're pretty clear about wanting projects that really use Gravity-specific features.
Not just run on it, but leverage it.
Exactly. They mention things like the high throughput, that sub-second finality.
Which is super fast for settlement.
Incredibly fast.
Yeah.
And also the restaking-powered proof-of-stake security.
Right. The mechanism where validators can potentially secure other services, too.
Yeah, creating potential for extra yield and security.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea is they want projects building scalable, high-performance dApps that really take advantage of what Gravity offers technically.
Okay, so build a fast chain, then incentivize people to build fast things on it. Seems logical.
It does.
Which leads us straight to, who is this actually for? What are the eligibility requirements?
They have some quite specific criteria laid out. Number one is native integration.
Native integration, meaning?
Meaning you have to build directly on the Gravity blockchain. This isn't for projects porting over quickly.
Okay.
You need to be committed to using those core features, the speed, the finality, maybe the omnichain stuff they mentioned.
So it's a real commitment to the platform itself.
Yeah.
Got it. What else?
Then there's ecosystem alignment.
Alignment. Sounds a bit corporate, but what does it mean here?
It seems to mean using native Gravity assets when it makes sense, and also collaborating meaningfully with other projects already in the ecosystem.
So playing nice with others, contributing to the network.
Basically, yeah. Be an active part of the community, not just isolated.
Use the tech, use the assets, work with the community. Makes sense. And didn't the guide mention specific areas they're focusing on?
Yes, and this is where it gets quite interesting, I think. It gives you a real window into their strategy.
Okay, what are they?
So they list DeFi, and they break that down into lending, derivatives, yield aggregators, DXs, bridges, the usual suspects, but specified.
Right, standard DeFi pillars.
Then payments, financial tools, payment systems, also pretty standard. But then it gets more specific.
Oh!
Telegram mini apps and games. That one stands out.
Telegram apps, okay.
Also loyalty solutions, specifically mentioning projects using Gravity's loyalty point as a service.
Which sounds like a built-in tool for businesses to tokenize loyalty points.
Seems like it, yeah.
Yeah.
And finally, on-chain quests, fully decentralized gamified systems.
That list. It's quite particular. DeFi and payments are expected, but Telegram mini apps, loyalty as a service, on-chain quests, that feels like a specific direction.
I think it ties back to those core features we talked about.
How so?
Well, high speed and sub-second finality are really important for things that need to feel seamless, right?
Yeah.
Like payments, sure, but also games, interactive mini apps within another platform like Telegram.
Or real-time loyalty point updates.
Exactly. Things that need very fast, probably low-cost on-chain interactions to feel good to the user. Maybe they see a path to more mainstream adoption through things like Telegram or loyalty programs.
That actually connects the dots really well. Use the tech's strengths for use cases that need those strengths.
Okay, so say a project fits these criteria, they're building natively, they're in a priority area. What happens if they get approved? What are the benefits?
Beyond just the potential funding, the guide emphasizes direct access to the network of investors in the alliance.
So you get FaceTime with the VCs.
Yeah, and they promise personalized attention, tailored support based on what the project actually needs.
Right, not just a check, but maybe guidance connections.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Access to VCs who are already bought into Gravity and understand the context. That can be huge.
No doubt. Smart money, not just any money. Okay, let's get practical. How does a team actually apply? What's the process look like?
It's laid out step by step in the guide. Seems pretty clear. Step 1, submit the application form.
Okay, standard start, then what?
Step 2 is Gravity doing the initial screening. They source projects, filter them, and then share the ones they select with the actual VC Alliance members. So Gravity acts as a curator first. Makes sense. What about their internal review timing?
Step 3 is the Gravity team review. This happens on a rolling basis,
Right.
but they have a monthly cutoff, the 15th of each month, GMT plus 8.
Ah, a deadline. So if you apply on the 16th.
You get reviewed in the next month's cycle. So there's a regular rhythm.
Got it. After Gravity reviews and selects projects for the month, what's step 4?
Step 4 is sharing with the Alliance. Gravity sends the info on the selected projects over to the VC members. This happens within 2 weeks after that monthly cutoff.
Okay, so by the end of the month, roughly, the VCs have the list.
Seems about right. Then step 5 is the Alliance review. The VCs look at the projects.
Yet how long do they have?
They're expected to respond within 10 to 15 working days to say if they're interested.
So a couple of weeks for them to decide if they want to talk further?
Pretty much. And if they are interested, that leads to step 6, direct engagement.
Meaning?
The project team talks directly to the interested VC firm. They handle the deeper dive, the due diligence, structuring any potential deal. Gravity makes the intro, but the negotiation is direct.
Okay, so it's a clear funnel. Apply, Gravity screens that VCs review, direct talks, provides a pathway.
Exactly.
Stepping back a bit, why should people, whether they're builders or just watching the space, really pay attention to this particular alliance? What's the significance?
Well, I think it matters because it shows a very clear, deliberate strategy from Gravity.
So.
It's not just throwing grants out there randomly. It's a focused $50 million program backed by external VCs aimed at cultivating specific types of projects that leverage their core tech. It signals intent.
It's them saying, this is the kind of ecosystem we want to build, and here's how we're actively fostering it.
Precisely. And it's trying to connect builders not just with cash, but with investors who understand the tech and the strategy. By pushing those priority areas, high-speed DeFi, loyalty, mini apps, they're betting on where their tech gives them an edge.
So it's about translating the tech specs into actual market applications with VCs helping pick the potential winners.
Yeah, it connects the foundation to the growth strategy directly. It's a tool to accelerate development in areas they think they can win and where investors see opportunity.
Right. So we've covered the $50 million fund, the who native builders in priority areas, the step-by-step process, and the why, the strategic growth focus.
It's a clear signal and a structured path for projects wanting to build on Gravity and get funded.
Okay, so as a final thought for you listening,
Yeah.
think about those specific Gravity features we mentioned, that sub-second finality, the restaking security. How might those uniquely enable some of these priority areas?
Like, could you build a DeFi protocol that feels fundamentally different because it's that fast? Or a Telegram mini app that's way more integrated or responsive than on other chains?
And then think about how having a dedicated VC alliance, specifically looking for projects leveraging those exact features, might turbocharge that kind of innovation compared to ecosystems with maybe broader, less targeted funding approaches.
Yeah. How does that focus capital potentially shape the trajectory and differentiation of the Gravity ecosystem? Something to chew on.